Last week, Sam and Megan talked about meta descriptions and how they're a great way to help your prospective car buyers and service customers find the content they're looking for on your site. Meta descriptions are an essential place to start, but if you really want to get exposure, you're going to need schema data, or as it's more commonly referred to by Google as structured data. The structured data on your dealership's website needs to be correct and used properly. Without it, you could be losing potential customers and their business. So what is structured data? Simply put, it provides contextual information about your dealership site and the contents of your various pages. They're not visible to users, but they are visible to Google. And trust me, they really appreciate it. So much that they even have special displays for pages with structured data that will help you get noticed. When you perform a Google search, you may have noticed questions and answers included in your search results. That was likely generated with structured data. You might be thinking, sure, that's a nice feature, but how's that going to help me sell more cars? Well, structured data isn't just limited to frequently asked questions. You can include additional information about nearly anything regarding your dealership. From your address, departmental contact information, and hours, how-tos, articles, navigation, reviews, ratings, promotional offers, right down to product details about each and every single one of the vehicles in your inventory. All this can help your users quickly find cars that they're looking for on your lot and potentially increase your conversion rates. Now we're talking. But just because you have structured data on your site doesn't necessarily mean that Google's going to accept it. It needs to have the right information, and each of the data types need to be properly formatted. So how do you figure out if you even have structured data and if that data is correct? Well, luckily, I've got just the tool for you. The first is Google's structured data testing tool. It's only slightly antiquated, but all you have to do is copy and paste the URL you want to test into the URL field and click Run Test. On the left-hand side of the results, you'll have your page's HTML. And on the right, you get a readable output of each of the data types presented on the page with test results for each of them. Some of these results will be suggestions in the form of warnings, which are acceptable within schema data standards. However, you may get some errors. These you'll definitely want to get with your website provider to correct, along with any incorrect information. Another Google tool which operates the same way is the Rich Results Test. I'm mentioning this one second because even though it's Google's replacement for the structured data testing tool, they really haven't fully committed to using it yet, and it's still a little buggy at times, but it will still validate your schema data more accurately. So, how do you get structured data on your site if you're missing it? Well, there are several ways, but the easiest is to contact your web provider. Most website providers have some means of adding structured data to your pages, and if they don't, it might be time to start looking for one that does. If you're stuck, you can always add it to the content itself. There are plenty of schema data generators available online that are free to use. So just to recap, we've covered what schema and structured data is, how it can help boost your search appearance and conversions, why it's important to ensure it's implemented correctly, and steps you can take to get it on your site, which just about wraps everything up for this week. Be sure to join us next Thursday and every Thursday for more automotive SEO and digital marketing insights right here on Just the Tip.